Okay, so tonight I'm going to welcome everyone. Tony and Bree coming to you from the Riverview Creative Studio, and it's my first video in a while, and I'm trying to figure out how to use the minicam, which I'm not able to use tonight because I just can't figure it out. I've been playing with it all afternoon, but anyway, so I decided I'm going to turn off my. I'm hearing all of this feedback, so I need to turn that off. Riverview Creative Studio, and it's my first video in a while. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how turn it off to use the minicam, which I'm not able to use tonight. Okay, got it off now. So this is one of the new sets in our new catalog. It's called Bamboo Beauty, and I found this. I was really intrigued. I watch a lot of different videos, but Connie Stewart's one of my favorite that I like to watch. So she did a technique. I don't know how long ago, but anyway, so it intrigued me. So this particular set is kind of simple, and I'm not sure what this means. I haven't had a chance to look this up, but I'm guessing it has something to do with love and friendship and caring or something, but I'm not quite sure. Anyway, so the technique that I'm going to do tonight with this is kind of really cool, I think, anyway. So I'm going to show you the cards that I made with it. So this is one of the cards. You can see it's kind of cool, the bamboo. And these are the new colors. So this paper is the pale papaya, and I've used the ink here. And then that's here. And then the darker color is the evening evergreen. And then I used soft seafoam green, which you can barely see because I want it to look some depth there. So these are the colors that I used on this. And so there's that card, this card, and there's one like this. So if you notice how the bamboo is going and the different shapes and how it's kind of going like that, going like this, and then does it look like I'm doing it purposely? Okay. And then I love this paper too. This paper is quite amazing too. I love these colors, these soft colors. So this one says, the bamboo that bends is stronger than the oak that breaks. The ribbons, I love these ribbons. And here's another one. And this one says, you are so loved. All the sentiments and everything come from the Bamboo Beauty set. And I love this paper too. This one says, you are so loved. I love these colors, these soft colors. So I've got to figure out how to turn off this. Yeah, there it goes. I must have hit it again. Turns out. Okay. Anyway, so I made 8 cards. And I want to show you something. So this is what I did before you guys. Joy did. Stop doing that. Weird. Anyway, so this is the paper that I stamped. And so then, once this is done, there's all different angles. For some reason it's turning it off because it's messing with me now. Oh, I know why. Because my keyboard's here. I moved my computer down here. So sorry. I've tried to be better, but then I'm doing all these crazy things. Anyway, I'm not a techie. I'm pretty good at the crafty stuff, but I'm not a techie. So anyway, I stamped this beforehand. I'm going to show you how I did it, and then I will use that to cut up stuff. But let's see. So one of the things that I've been trying to start to do is to make templates ahead of time. So the red wood is for the layering. So this is for the stamped cardstock. So these are the ones you would cut for the stamped cardstock, which is this, and this is, I did this on Very Vanilla. Okay, so then you would cut this paper, so under this with the stamped. So you want to do, firstly you want to do 4, because they're assuming you're doing different sheets, but 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and then you cut 2 into 4, 2 1/2 by 4, and then cut 2 into for 2 by 5 3/8, and I'm going to show you how to do this so it's not confusing. But so what happens is you have the layering. So the red is the layering, so they're just slightly bigger so that they layer. Okay, so I did them in 2 different colors. These are retired colors, but I use them for this sort of thing. And so here, so these are what I used. This is what happens here. See? So I will show you how all that works. But anyway, I'm a little frazzled only because my video is not working. But I'm going to show you all these things in just a half a second. Okay, so I'm going to get out a piece of Very Vanilla, 8.5 by 11. And you can start however you want, but I'll show you how random it is. So I start with, where is that one? Oh, here it is. I did 4 colors. So this is a soft succulent. So I start with a soft succulent, and there are 2 different size of bamboos. Okay, so I just make sure you can see this. Okay, so ink it up pretty good. And then you can start anywhere, but I'm going to start here. So I do 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Kind of random. Tell you. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more over here. I'm telling you guys, this looks 3. Okay, so then I'm going to clean this one off. And you could do this with any set. I just chose to do it with this new set because anything that you happen to like. I'm using the same color for the thinner one. And I just like to go like in the same area and do it. But this particular time, but it really doesn't matter. You could do it however you like. It really is random. And it looks cool. Well, you'll see. You'll see. Trust me. Kind of looks like pens or something. Pencils. Monty's unhappy. He wants to come up here because he hears me talking. But if I let him up here, he will eat. He will take things that he should have take. He's always stealing something out of my studio. So I'm going to do this one over here again, just because I can. So you really want to fill all of the space with whatever you're doing. Okay, so that's that. Because when we start cutting it up, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so there's that. And then, so I like to use the soft seafoam green. So when you look at, I use the little one. When you look at this, you could see like where the soft seafoam is showing up it here. So it kind of creates like a shadow look, but it fills the space. And then when you look on the card itself, you could see how, see it shows up almost like a shadow, which is kind of cool. Anyway, you'll understand in a minute. So let's see this one. Okay, so for this one, I just do the same thing, but I kind of, you know how bamboo leaves grow up? So I kind of do this, and then because it could be you're getting basically shadow images. So that's kind of what you want. But I still put the leaves. I still tend to put the leaves how they would naturally grow on the bamboo that I'm stamping, because you'll see later when you start cutting up the paper, it's kind of nice to have things going in a direction when you start trying to decide how to cut them. So this is kind of what I turn the paper, and I do this faster than probably But I've done this a few times now, so I'm kind of a little more confident that it's going to actually work. But I'm on camera, so Lord knows it might not work. But, you know, that's how it is. Trust me, it's kind of cool. And I hope soon I can figure out this mini cam, because it's so much. If there's a techie out there that wants to help an old man, I'm telling you, it's great to have someone that's younger and knows things. Derek and I are not techies, so he can't help me. And when he has a problem with his phone or whatever, I can't help him. So anyway, this minicam I've had for a little while now, and I've been trying to figure it out, and I watched lots of videos, it's just not working for me. So for some reason, when I switch it over it keeps dropping my lines, and I'm not sure why. Okay, so that is, you can see the kind of the shadows back there, okay? And then the next thing I do, so this again is the soft seafoam grain. And so I did the soft succulent first here. And if you noticed, I stamped 3 times. So then you get the different variations of it. And then the evening evergreen is darker. So I like to do it last because you'll see what happens. So the evergreen, I do the same thing. But you could stamp it again like that and see the magic, how the magic happens. It's kind of cool, isn't it? So you just stamp it, and the bamboo is like, because you know bamboo's just kind of grows crazy, right? So then you do it like this. As long as I try to do it, like I said, well, it looks like it's growing, then it looks kind of nice when you later on when you start trying to cut it up. Isn't it cool looking? I love bamboo. I took a class in painting with the bamboo brushes and stuff when I lived in San Diego. I never really got really good at it, but we spent weeks just learning how to paint bamboo with a bamboo brush. It was it's a lot tougher than you think, that I thought it was going to be anyway. See how this is working? Isn't it fun? If you don't have this set, you know, maybe you looked at it, the catalog, and you were like, okay, yeah, I don't know if I would use it or not, but I'm telling you, when you see these cards, oh my gosh, I love anything like this. And the first thing when I saw it, I'm like, okay, that would be perfect for technique. Okay, so you see that most of it's covered, but there's a few areas where I want some of it to not be so. Yeah, I still want to cover some of the area because I'm going to put another color on, but I kind of want it to be. Okay, I think that's enough of that. And then we have one more color, and I put that on last, and it's kind of it's the pale papaya, and you'll see it kind of pops a little bit. So it has the little medallion, and so again, when you're doing these, you kind of want to do it in the direction that your bamboo's going, just because. You'll see what I'm talking about. Monty, enough. He really likes attention and hears me talking, so he wants to be up here, but that's why he's scratching at the door. He thinks I'm doing something that he needs to be a part of. But there's no way I could do this video and have him running around eating things. He just grabs whatever, pulls it out, and my studio has too much at his level that he decides, and he's very sneaky. He takes things, and I don't, when I'm not looking, he takes them, and then he sneaks downstairs with them, and then he starts chewing them. He's got a huge box of toys, so he doesn't really need anything, but anyway, whatever Dad has is what he wants. the moment. He thinks sneaky. Takes whatever he can get. My hats, if he can get my hats, he'll do that. My socks. Okay. And then he just kind of taunts me with them. Okay, so see how that is? That's kind of how it is. Okay. So now I'm going to bring my my cutter in here. Let's see if I could do this so you guys can see me. Okay, so you can see that they're all going totally different directions. So I'm going to pull out my little templates. Okay, so the templates. The first thing, so it says the template, the stamped cardstock. That's what this is. Okay, so I want to cut 4 4¼ by 5½. Okay, so we know that this paper is 11, right? This way. So if I were to do 5½ here, cut that. Okay. And then I have to do 4¼ Okay, so I've got 5½ this way. I'm going to do 4¼ like that. And this one is just about 4¼ I like to trim it off anyway because you know it's going to make a little bit of a difference later. Okay, so that's that. That's 2 of them. Okay, so this one is 5½, and then I'm going to do 4¼ 4¼ I know it's just a little bit, but trust me, it'll make a difference later. I love these colors. Don't they look cool together? So look at that. See how I did that? It's kind of random, isn't it? Well, it gets more random. Okay, so now I have 4. Okay, then it says to take 2 of them. Okay, take 2 of them. It says to cut 2 of them into 4. Okay, so that sounds kind of confusing, but there's 2 of them. 2 of the 4 that I cut. Okay, and then I'm going to cut them by 2½ by 4. Okay, so then I'm going to look at them. So I want it this way. So this is 4. So I'm going to look at it and see what do I want to cut off. So I think I want to cut off some of this edge over here. Because see, it's kind of white. Cut some of that off over there. Okay, so then it says 2½. Okay, so I'm going to go 2½. Let's see if this one's 2½. 2½. A bit off of that. Okay. So that's 2½ by 4. See, they still look kind of funky, huh? Look at that. Okay, watch them. It's amazing. Okay, and then this one, we're going to do 4. So we've got to cut 4. Let's see. Yep, 4. Okay, then we're going to do 2½. 2½. See, you could use this one like this. See how that is? Is that cool? Okay, there's that. And then, let's see, 2½. Turn it around. 2½. Wait a second. 4. 2½. Yes. Told you I'm on video, so I have to really, really look at this stuff. Okay, so see, we've got that. Okay, so that's that. So now we're down here. We've done that. Now we're down here where it says cut 2 into 4, 2 by 5 3/8. So we have 2 sheets left, okay? So 5 3/8. 5 3/8. So that's 1. Oops. 1, 2, 3/8. Okay, so to cut this off. Then, come on, Toady. Then it says 2 inches. Okay, so we've got 5 3/8, and then I got to do 2 inches. Okay, so now I'm going to look at 2 inches. Okay, trust me on this. This might be a little weird, but 2, it'll work. 2. Okay, so we got this one that's kind of random. This one, kind of cool. Okay, we'll see how they do. This is 2 inches. This one's not 2 inches yet. This one is 2 inches. Okay. that's that wood. And then this wood, we need to do 5 3/8. That's 1, 2, 3. 5 3/8. I'm gonna turn that around. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we're gonna do 2 inches. So let's see. 2 inches, okay. 2 inches, that would, 2 inches, that would, okay. So now we got these two. Okay, all right, so that's done. So I've got all my templates done. Now I need to put those over there. Now I need to set these over here that I'm going to do my my layering ones. Okay, so layering on this one, you can see that I used the seafoam. So I'm going to use the seafoam again because I like it. I didn't pull any out, so pardon while I step out of the screen for a second, but while I find my seafoam, there it is. Okay, so this seafoam, I went with more of a pastel color, which was great. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so this template says for the layering cardstock, there we want to do 4, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, so 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Again, so we're going to start with the 5 1/2. Okay, and then we're going to do 4 1/4. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. This is 5 1/2. Do 4 1/4. 4 1/4, pretty close. Okay, so that's that. And then we're going to do 4. So we're going to take 2 of those again and do 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, so we already have the 4 1/4 here, right? So we're going to do 2 3/4. And this should be 2 3/4. Almost. I just cut a little bit off because it's layering, so it'll make a little difference. That's that. And let's do 4 1/4, 2 3/4. I know you guys are old hat at this, or like totally just get with the program. But there are people that aren't as familiar, and they might be watching these videos, so it's kind of cool. There's that. And then this one says you want 4, so 5 1/2 by 2 1/8. So this 5 1/2 is this way, right? So we did 5 1/2. Then we're going to do 2 1/8 right here. This should be 2. Measure twice, cut once. Yeah, I'm doing that. Still, I don't know why. Sometimes it just has a little bit over, but it's going to make a difference because it's layering. So you want to make sure that it's pretty close. So there's 2. And then I need to do 2 more, so 5 1/2. I just recheck by 2 1/8. And then 2 1/8. Just a little hair. Okay, so there's those 2. Okay, so got a little bit of scrappy things over here. Now my card bases, I'm going to do the papaya like I just did the other ones. So I want to do 5 1/2. I did 4 1/4. I'm scoring it 4 1/4. Okay, there's that one. And then 4 1/4. I have to think about it because I'm not going to do all of the cards, obviously, because I'm just going to do a couple of them to show you, because you can look at my samples. Okay, at 4 1/4. I love these light colors. 4 1/4. Okay, so now I can put that aside for now. We'll get down to the nitty gritty. Okay, so let's start with the green one. So we're going to find my bone folder. Here's my bone folder. Okay, here's my bone folder. Okay, so you could do the cards. Here's the thing: you can do it this way, or you could do it this way. So this is when the fun begins, because let me pull out all the things that we cut. And then where's all the layers? Here are all the layers. I was pretty doubtful, I will say, when I started doing this. I was like, okay, is this really going to work? Okay, so you see how that one is? Isn't that cool? You could see that it goes in the right direction, right? Okay, so let me get out my trusty Stampin' Seal. Come on. Yep. So, the Stampin' Seal works really good. This is a new one that's in here. That's why it's acting up for me. Okay, so then this one, it doesn't have a whole lot of an edge on it. You'll see why later. So you just kind of have to play with it a little bit. Okay, so this one is going like this, right? So how about I put it on the card like this? Is that cool? So it's going the right direction. Okay, so let me see. This, come on. Ugh. I will say that it takes practice getting used to using this stamp. It's seal. Okay. Now, so you want to look at it, make sure. See, this is why when I was doing the leaves, I was telling you want to do it sort of in the direction. Okay, so there's that. Isn't that cool? Simple like that. Kind of, it's amazing to me. I'm just so tickled with the way that it turns out. Okay, so then this one. I mean, it's hard not to be amazed at this. Okay, so here's this one. Let's see, what do I want to do? I could do it like this if I want it, or I could do it the center, but I kind of like it like this, so I'm not going to do it. Let's see, so I want you guys to leave me a note, because I want you to tell me, isn't it cool? I mean, I love doing new things, but this is just mind-bending to me. It's just so awesome. I mean, you saw how random that I stamped this on here. But, when you look at it, you're like, when I look at it, I'm like, I know how random I did it. I'm like, okay, that's pretty amazing. Okay. Let's see. I did one that way. Let me find a different one that I could do the other way. That's not going to do that. Well, I guess on this one, they're gonna go this way. But that's the cool thing. You could make your cards. The designs of your cards, the way you set your cards up are just really cool, because you can set them however your pattern goes. So let's see. We'll put this one out here. Okay. And you can do it. You could do it like down here, right? Because I'm still doing the card this way. I could do it down here, and then do the sentiment up there, which is how I think I'll do it this time. Because there are options, and we all like options for your creativity. If you're one that likes to put everything up here, then I will challenge you to not do that all the time. Do something different. See? So this one's here, so that you could put your sentiment up here, or you don't have to. It just gives a different look. Okay, so one more, and then I will show you. We'll do some sentiments real quick. This one, and let's do this wood. Let's do this wood. Fud. Okay, this wood. I hope I could get my Minicam to work, because then you could see me and see all my crazy facial expressions when I'm trying to get some of these things straight. I hold my tongue a certain way when I'm trying to make sure that it's it's going the right direction. So this one I would have put like in the center, because I can't. I just wanted you to see there are so many different ways that you can do it. Okay, this would. I could do it like this. Yeah, I think I'll do it like this would. And you just see it doesn't really. It goes right to the edge, which is kind of cool. See this would? So that was that way. And then, of course, I put the white in the middle. I'm not going to show you how to do that, because I know you know how to do that already. But you can see that it's in here. And it's not white. It's very vanilla. But I like the soft, very vanilla with that. Okay. I'll put these here. But you see, I still have... I can still do 4 more cards with this. So that's pretty simple for that. And again, you can see this is how random it was, right? Very random. No two are alike. Okay, so we have some really cool sentiments out here. I use the bamboo that bends, and this one is a true friend is the one who holds your hand and touches your heart. So I punched it out. Different punches. Let's see, which one did I use? Which one did I use? This one. Then I moved things around, and I didn't actually put it out. Okay, here we go. So this particular one I like, because it takes the longer ones. Okay, so let's take this one out. Good. We will do. I haven't put my little thingies on. Don't tell anybody. Grateful for all you do. Okay, so that would. I'm going to put it on a block. And so to get it straight, you can see this edge is pretty straight. So when you put it on, you can line it up on your grid here. And then hold your block where it's pretty close. And then look at it. Okay. Let's see, I need some very vanilla. Usually pull scraps out, but I didn't do that yet. Okay, so I do this a couple different ways, but in the interest of time, I'm not going to use scraps right now. But anyway, there's a couple different things. You could stamp the sentiments on, and then cut them out. Or you could do it what I just did, which is cut the whole out. Cut the thing out. 6 of one, half does the other, whichever works. And sometimes I do it the other way. But this wood works for me. Okay, let's see. And then I like to edge it sometimes with, just to give a little bit of dimension, with the green, the same color. You could do it a different color or whatever, but I think it kind of helps to bring it out so it stands out a little more. Okay, so let me get some dimensionals. And hope you don't throw these things away. All the little edges, you could use the edges. So it's sticky too. So I use the edges. It's buddy. Don't throw it away. Okay, so let's see. This would. Grateful for all you do. Okay, so there's that. You can put as many as you want. I tend to do, well, this one I need one more because I didn't get that in the center. Depends if you're sending it through the mail or if you're doing like me, doing a demo. However you want. Okay, so then here you could kind of decide how you want to do it. Ed, if you have a little boo-boo, don't tell anybody. But if you have like a little boo-boo where you don't actually get the coverage or something, you can, put this here. It works. Just depends on what you want to do. I'm going to put it here. And I moved my stuff to put my computer in. But let's see if I can make a bow. Bow maker. If you don't have a bow maker, you need to get a bow maker. I need a bow maker to make my life easier because I'm all thumbs when it comes to trying to tie ribbons. And this saves me. And I double it around and then do it like this. Pull it through. You can't see me doing this, my face, because I'm twisting my mouth a certain way in order to do it. That's just how it is. It works better. I find it works better if I twist my face around. Okay, so there's this. This one. Sorry if it's in the way. Oh, that didn't do good. My scissors. I believe it on my scissors, but there we go. Okay, so then find my glue dots. Where's my glue dots? There they are. I was downstairs last night watching the dogs, setting up the dogs, and so I was working on making ribbons and stuff. See, so you could pull it out like that. I mean, you can do triples too if you want. But that's the ribbon. I love this ribbon because it has, it's like open weave. So shiny. Okay, so let's see. Glue dots. I put 3 glue dots and hoping it won't fall off. I hate to go and look at a card and get ready to send it and then my little bow is falling off because the glue dots didn't do what I wanted them to do. So now you could decide where you want to put it. I'm going to put it like right here. Okay, and then I'm going to gotta find it. Where are my other things? All my shiny things. I don't know where I did with them. I moved everything around, so now I can't find it. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't put any bling on it because I can't find it. It's probably right in front of me. I can't see it. Oh, I know where it is. Over here. I moved it. So sorry. I'll be right there. Okay. I like these opal rods. And I don't know about you guys, but when I do my ribbon, if you watched me before, I use these little T-pins, and I put the T-pin on the ribbon, so it doesn't go everywhere. Okay, where's my take your pick tool? Okay, I'll take your pick tool, and you can put them anywhere you like. I kind of like to put them somewhere on the tag, but if you put them on, make sure you put odd number. And so I kind of like, well, isn't that pretty? Just really pretty, that card. Be pretty. I think anybody would be thrilled to get that. Okay, so I'll do one more. Let's see. I'll do it in this color because, move this aside. Let's see, what am I going to do? Okay, let me clean this off. Okay. Yeah, I talk to myself. It makes things better. Okay, so then this one says about the bamboo. Put this one on. So this one is much straighter, so you can see where the top of it is. And then put this on. Still looks a little doesn't look quite straight to me. Okay, try again. Okay. I don't know if I could fit this on here or not. Let's see. Oh, I can't. I don't really want to put it there. I'm going to do a different one. This one. Because that one is going to be too big, and I don't want to stamp it up there. Okay, so this one, again, we have a little bit of straightness here. See. Something so loved. You are so loved. That's what that is. Okay, so I think that'll fit on here. Yes, it will. Okay, so do it again at the green. Try to keep this all in. Hopefully I'm keeping it in. Okay, there's that. You are so loved. You are so loved that I'm going to send you this card. Okay, what did I do with my little Jabberwocky? Oh, here it is. Little thing. Here we go. Yeah, I like this because it just really kind of helps to define the shape. Sometimes I'll do it in a different color, but sometimes I'll get carried away and make it a little deeper, like some of this. It's almost like a little antiquing. Yep, there. Okay, close this up because I will put my finger in it. Okay, so 4 of these. Let's see, 1. Yeah, these are littler, but you know, hey, they work. Don't throw them away. I put this little extra one here just because I can. Okay, so there's this one. But try these. I think it probably works better with sets that have smaller pieces in them than perhaps bigger pieces. Do it like this. I think I'm going to do it up here. There we go. And then I'll put one of these right here. There we go. And then we'll make a bow real quick. What I'm going to do, where is it? Where's my ribbon? There it is. This color is really pretty too. The papaya. This ribbon, I love this ribbon. We have so many beautiful ribbons, but I really love this this open weave that the new colors, the end colors are in. And I ordered them all because, you know, it's really hard to tell from a catalog. I ordered them, but I'm really happy that I did. I haven't used, oof, here we go. This is why I have a bow maker. I need a person to make the bows for me. Sometimes sometimes it just doesn't. I try to not use too much, you know, of it because I don't like to waste it, but sometimes I have to do a little bit bigger.
I don't know that.
I'm not talking to you, Alexa. Be quiet, girl. Okay, here we go. She's always nosing in my business. I think she listens in. Okay, so again, you can play with these a little. They're just so pretty. And I don't often put bows on cards. I don't know why. But I'm doing it this time because I'm showing you guys. Okay, so I'm going to put my little bow here. Cool. You can put it anywhere, wherever it suits you. So there's that. And we have the other one that I did. Okay, so this again is the big page. The Bamboo Beauty is the set. It's the new catalog. It's beautiful. I hope you have enjoyed it and that I use these. And I will put all the dimensions, but these are the templates that I made. I decided I'm going to make templates for the cards and stuff that I do the different shapes and put a card sample in it and then try to, you know, put them in like a book or something because then I don't have to try to remember all the time what they are. But anyway, Thursday nights are going to be my thing from now on. So hopefully by next Thursday, I will have figured out what to do. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my video, and God bless, and have a good evening. Okay? Bye.